Hey guys, Grandmaster Thorn here. I want to talk to you guys about sparring. So if you've been training with us for a while, you're purple, red belt, brown belt, this really isn't for you. You don't have to watch this video. You already understand. I talk to some of the newer students, people who are maybe still dragons, white belt, gold belt, green belt, those kind of people. I don't see a lot of them in sparring class. Let me explain what sparring is. So sparring is just another one of your classes during the week. We have dedicated times that every week, no matter what, is a sparring class. Sparring is important and essential to your training because I use an example of like soccer. So if you gave a kid or an adult a soccer ball and you said, okay, go in the backyard, practice dribbling, learn how to kick the ball, right? That's great. You learn how to handle it. Then you say, okay, go around cones, okay? Now, whatever other soccer tricks there are, right? You become pretty efficient with the ball. The first time you go into a game, someone's going to take it from you, right? You need to actually work your martial arts skills versus someone who is not trying to let you win, right? So my suggestion is once you get to gold belt, you want to start looking at sparring. If you're at gold belt and you're still on a trial program, you're still figuring out if this is for you, maybe you don't make the commitment to all the sparring gear and get into sparring. But everyone will start sparring at purple belt. At purple belt level, you'll have to start. Now that means that anyone else who's in there has experience doing this. So I would say the best thing to do is get into sparring as soon as you've decided this sport is for you. If you're 2 weeks in and you know you're going to try to make it to red belt or black belt, whatever long-term goal you set, or if you've been here for 2 months, 3 months, and maybe you're not purple belt yet, don't wait till purple belt to start sparring. We have the gear always in stock. It's always here. If not, it's on the way because maybe we had a couple of people get gear and we ran out of a size that you need, but stuff is always here. It's safe. It's taught by professional instructors. Instructors are not going to have injuries. Our injuries over the 20-some years of this school, my 30 years of teaching, are extremely low compared to anything else. Playing at the playground, people are breaking things. We're not breaking things here and we're fighting, right? So very safe. And this way, you get used to it right away. So you would never, like I said, give a kid a soccer ball, tell them to go backyard, go to all the practices, and then skip all the games where you actually get to try to utilize the skills. So if you're still wondering what sparring is, talk to myself, shoot me an email through the videos, talk to Mr. Anderson, talk to one of the sparring instructors and find out what it's about. But my suggestion is if you've already decided that this sport is for you, there's really no reason to wait any longer than gold belt. Now, if you have a dragon student with us, we do not put dragons in sparring. The reason we have them in dragons are still trying to work on listen, follow directions, focus, control your body, balance, right? All these things that are going to be essential for them to be in a class where they're hitting other people. So they have to prove to us that they're ready to get into the big kid class before we're going to let them do any level of sparring. But that being said, anyone who's in our big kid program, adult program, if you are past white belt, I would say it's time to start sparring. So if you thought that maybe you were supposed to wait until purple, I know a lot of people do for whatever reason, wait till purple, that's when it's required. We kind of say, hey, you're either going to spar, you're not going to learn this anymore. I would say don't wait any longer. So talk to one of the instructors if you have to about getting the rest of your gear and start making it to those sparring classes. And I will tell you from experience, sparring is the most fun thing that you can do. I mean, it's the game, it's the challenge, it's where you actually understand. You instead of kicking a paper or a pad, you're trying to kick and punch at people. You're people kick and punch you. You actually get to use your martial arts. So that being said, if you've not been sparring, talk to one of the teachers and find out what's going on, why you're not into the classroom. I know some people, maybe I heard it, were under the assumption that you start sparring at purple belt. At purple belt, at that point, we say, okay, you have to start sparring because it is so essential to your training. So again, don't wait, don't put it off, get into sparring soon, and we'll see you guys in class.